my thesis is that this is on some layer, this is what the story of the Garden of Eden and the fall and all of this is talking about, is our, in infancy, we come into the world in this unitive consciousness, which is represented, as the embryo growing from the tree. We're one with the source, when the embryo grows on the tree, it's not separate from it. It's a part of it. It's an extension of it. So, whatever language you want to use for that, like I'm an extension of source or an extension of God. It's literally like the
Image
God.
likeness. Yep.
Yes. The life, the frequency of God is what is animating my very life. And so as infants, we're only aware of that, there's no awareness that we're separate from anything. Infants literally think that they're one with their
Yeah.
mother,
Yeah. Yep.
So,
interesting that the
anyway,
first psychological crisis is around 2.
yes,
When we call the terrible twos. What makes it so terrible? Well, I have an identity that's now forming that's separate.
yes. And so this is the beginning of the shell forming, which I call the false self, which is a protective shell, or we could call it the ego, the egoic personality or whatnot. And to your point, it's not something to be demonized. It's a vehicle that is absolutely essential to carry us on our journey of life. Like we have to get from point A to point B, and that is the function of this shell. So it's our coping mechanisms, it's the masks that we have to wear, to protect us. So that's what carries us. And there's a little bit of redemption that happens, in terms of original sin. It's like, no, I wasn't originally a piece of crap, it's just this state of consciousness where we've lost awareness of what's inside the shell. We